Hello and welcome back to our Curtis Plays Arma 3 Contact DLC. 2 weeks later.
Hey man. Don wants you. Over in the comms tent.
Yep, thanks, Dill.
2224, Camp Conrad. Alright, so last we left off, we had, been shown some basics of ECM training. And another thing is, then we tried to help out, coordinate a GPS bomb strike, for training purposes, and that went horribly wrong.
He's not slept for days.
Because he's so wired, huh?
Either he's gonna fall asleep behind the wheel, or he's gonna give himself another heart attack. Logistics are a mess, I get that. But it's not worth killing yourself over.
Yeah. I'll put a fucking A on that, Jonesy. A fucking A on that.
I wonder if there's anything in here we can mess around with. Doesn't look like it. This setup in here, it's just it just feels oddly familiar to me. Even though it's a little bit more futuristic than what I'm used to. Makeshift desks and that sort of thing. Makeshift desks, little foldy chairs.
Hey, Rudders. You see the news yet?
No? Why?
You're almost famous.
Oh, great. Let's check this article. Inquiry fails to find cause of Livonia training disaster. A U.S. Board of Inquiries said it was very unlikely Russian provocateurs were behind the June 19th training accident in Livonia. The incident occurred when a Greyhawk UAV overshot its target and dropped a GPS-guided bomb on a military site, claiming the lives of 7 Livonians and 1 American. Allegations of human error and a strongly worded denial of responsibility from the White House have led to a collapse in U.S.-Livonian relations, as well as a cancellation of the exercises themselves, creating a logistics nightmare and leaving 11,000 overseas personnel stranded. The root cause of the UAV's malfunction is still unknown. There is no evidence to suggest a security breach. What went wrong? Mark Harris, CEO for Macrotech Corporation, the technology company that developed the MQ-4A Greyhawk, ruled out a technical malfunction. We work closely with those investigating this tragic event and have no reason to believe that there is any kind of systems failure. The mission logs are in perfect accordance with the target data. Similarly, Captain Connery, a Pentagon spokesman, also indicated there may have been no problem with the aircraft, instead hinting there may be an underlying anomaly. One other possibility we're exploring is a regional gravitational distortion caused by a significant accumulation of iron oxide minerals, which are denser than other rock deposits. There has never been a thorough geological survey of the Nadbor region, so our next step will be to conduct one using gravimeters. However, Livonian authorities will need to give their consent, and right now I believe they've drawn their own conclusions. The reality of the situation is, if encryption algorithms haven't been compromised and our overall integrity of the UAV has been vouched for, other environmental factors are at play or there was an operator error. The investigation is ongoing. Once again, Catherine Bishop is the writer, and she is from the Laws of War DLC. Okay. Something that's actually really, really common in this campaign. I have played through all the way to the last mission, but due to not really know what I'm supposed to be doing, or where to go, due to that, I never actually finished that mission. But I can tell you, there is a lot that's just kind of hidden. And so there's a lot of things that you can just investigate. Okay.
Rudwell, LDF just put the boot in. They went all this fritzed in 48 hours. 48 fucking hours. Never mind our permits for the roads aren't valid yet. Or the fact fact that the NMCCs are all choked. No, off. Ah. The Blue Hells want us gone. Cancel the exercises by all means. But this is suicide by logistics. I swear if the Russians invade, it couldn't be too fucking soon. Listen, it's all hands on deck. Even the colonel's out there hitting corners. I need everyone to do the same.
Not a problem, sir.
It didn't let me finish. I need everyone, including that slack-ass corporal.
Corporal Stipe.
I love that I don't have to explain myself to you, specialist. But then I guess that's what makes you so special. He's on task, carting our literal shit over to the burn pit. And sorry to say, I want you to tag along. Stop him from getting on the business end of an MP's nightstick.
Roger that.
Things are tense enough as it is. The Livonian Defense Force have the accident area locked down. You know why? I just got the word. Highly toxic vapors. In addition to structural instability, that factory is sitting on a landfill of chemical crap. Methyl isocyanate. Apparently it's really fucking stuff. LDF began evacuating Nadbor this morning, and the radius of effects only getting bigger. So, PPE will be mandatory from 0 to 100 hours.
Oh, sir? NORAD's on the line here.
Patch it through to the LC's office, would you, Keats? In the meantime, you're hauling ass. There's a loaded Hammett over by the main gate.
Alright. Let's just take a look at... Oh. If that's some sort of like chemical spill, that's bad. That's terrible. Okay. That's our Hammett. What's our inventory like? Why do I have live rounds? First off, let's kind of arrange everything. If we're at a training exercise and we're not currently training,
I don't know. Russia joining up with CSAT? I mean, yeah, being trading partners is one thing, but full-on membership? That's quite a commitment. And it's not working out so well for Belarus now, is it?
yeah, like Belarus being a partner with Russia right now, that's not working out so well. Just wandering around, checking out,
Industrial disaster, my ass. Honestly,
seeing what
I'm not
people
sure
have to say.
evacuating Nadbor? You heard that, right? Total chaos. And what about the crane at the old factory? If they were tearing it down, fine, I get it. But there's lights and trucks and all sorts of shit going on. The entire area is completely sealed off. Doesn't add up.
This is the briefing space. Something cool that they added with the platform update to this is these platforms right here. These are all. This isn't one object. It's actually several objects put together, and you can you know, put the sides up or down or into a ramp, and then they snap together in the editor. So it makes it really easy to create like little spaces like this.
Did you hear the latest on the blue on blue? Department of Defense issued a statement. Seems the Russians might be in the clear. All to do with our virtually unbreakable, apparently. And that's bad news for us. If the Livonians don't get explanations soon, this situation is just gonna explode, you know?
If there was a jump in there, I apologize for that. I tabbed out to see if this was actually recording, so it may have paused there. Wait a minute, there's a thing that I can access the inventory of. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Here's like a little bot. I'm actually like familiar with like a different version of this bot that we used overseas to interrogate IEDs. You guys have anything? Trying to reach your patch here. I love the ambiance on this map right now. A little bit more of a storage
Hey.
area.
Major wants me with you.
What? Are you his stoolie now? Okay, fine. I gotta ask a little favor first.
Where's your
Fuck
cover?
you will, Jack. Last one I did for you got me NJP'd.
Yeah. Could you just swing by the armory? Pick up my M-Spec device? I'd go myself, but, you know, reasons.
I thought we were on a garbage run.
Sure. But there's something I gotta do en route.
Where's your cover? Where's your helmet or your hat? You're outside. You're supposed to be wearing something. I highly doubt that the U.S. military would change their views on that.
Baker, Corporal Stipe wants his doohickey.
Right. Spectrum device? There's one in the back of the Faraday cage.
Ah, yes, the Faraday cage.
Nice improv in here. You still expecting World War III?
Always, man. Doomsday clock. It's 1 minute to.
Wow. What's this? Living on a razor's edge. Doomsday clock at 1 minute to midnight. 2. Leaders and citizens of the world. RE 1 minute to midnight. Last night, the lugubrious minute hand of humanity moved one closer to midnight, nearest it's ever been on the metaphorical doomsday clock, first commissioned by Writers of the World Watcher in 1945. The decision has not been taken lightly and reflects a number of potentially cataclysmic events since June last year. The looming threat from climate change, carbon dioxide emissions are increasing, the rampant expenditure on global nuclear arsenals heightening the risk of destructive world war, the escalating tensions between NATO member states, CSAT, and the Russian Federation, the international economic crisis leading to a rise of civil unrest, authoritarian regimes, and regional conflict, the proliferation of dangerously unstable world leaders, promoting demagoguery, brinksmanship, lies, and doublespeak in the pursuit of power. I wonder whom that could be talking about. I'm kind of reading this as well. Huh. And also, a Faraday cage. It's meant to block electromagnetic radiation, or radiation of that nature across the spectrum. I don't know all the technical details. I just know that, like, let's say if somebody detonates an electromagnetic pulse, anything within a Faraday cage should be fine from getting its electronics scrambled and that sort of thing all messed with. But at the same time, like, if you try to use, like, a cell phone or something within a Faraday cage, it doesn't work because none of the signals get out. There's a very, very layman's explanation of what a Faraday cage is. So, like, basically, I know how it functions, but the technicalities of how it functions are... I'd have to double check it. So we just had, like, our first Arma-ism happen there. Because these are two objects put together, you can see the line between them right there. Your character can actually fall inside that and could get you stuck. So, alright. There are a couple guys out here. See what's going on with them. They look like they're burning some garbage. No? Nothing? Oh well, off to the burn pit, so we can get our future VA settlement. Ooh, saving the game.
Now I'm driving then.
I'd say that's a reasonable assumption.
You gonna give me directions or just be a prick all night?
Directions? Oh, you really have been living the high life, haven't you, bud? Doesn't know how to get to the good old black goose bit. Follow the road
You mean the smell?
Ah, there we go. That's the spirit.
Well, at least we've...
What's this thing you gotta do?
About that.
Come on. Well, at least we... Okay.
Oh, it's not through the roadblock.
Do you think the Russians duped the drones?
Factory? Come on, I don't want to keep going over that. It was bad and it happened. End of.
Well, at least we learned to get our burn pit far away from where the troops live, other than right next to where we lived, which is how it was when I was in Iraq.
Okay, top of the hill. Pull over at the lay-by.
You want to tell me what we're doing?
Hasn't anything struck you as kind of strange lately?
Yeah. Life is strange. What's your point?
My point? You hear that shit about a chemical leak?
Yeah. You hear we got 48 hours to get our asses stateside?
Yeah. Because I'm hearing everything. Because it's all out there, tingling on the airwaves, Rudd. You don't believe me? Try the Spectrum device. You see the transmitter tower? Focus the triangular antenna at it. And, switch to detail mode. On your screen, you got wavy lines.
Waves, Jack.
Yeah. Our electromagnetic sea. Now, in with those, there's a peak. That indicates activity. There's also a vertical bar. Slide that over to the signal while you're aiming at the source.
Okay. Use the mouse wheel to do that.
Music. Huh. It's modulating the signal, too.
That's not all. The LDF, they're using pretty basic encryption.
Scramblers?
Yeah, poor bastards. Hard as nails, dumb as planks.
You cracked the ComSec.
In a way. I swiped a couple grams of modafinil from the medic supplies at Point Hope. Exchanged it with the militia nut for the price of a genuine Bluebell radio and its crypto kit.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, so, go ahead. There ought to be some chatter, bouncing between whatever's going on at the factory and the burn pit, a short ways up the road. Oh, and yeah, don't forget to adjust the vertical frequency band. Otherwise, all you'll get is static.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's the radio.
You used to be a translator, right? You get any of that? They're not talking about an industrial disaster, are they?
You think this is a cover-up?
I asked around about the factory. There was never any landfill there. The Soviets built it on top of an old sawmill. And as for that thing we saw in the sinkhole, I got nothing.
You hear that?
Sounds like a helo. Moving target. Try and catch him as he comes over.
To krok jedna. W drodze do szpalarni jeszcze żarówka. Kierowca się zatrzymał. Mogli złapać gumę. Ale tam podlecieć i zmusić ich do odjazdu? Odbiór.
Okay. There's a truck on the road of the burn pit. Driver's stuck. Could be they got a puncture. Wants to make another pass. Copy. Stand task for vectoring for approach now. Okay, so that's over on my radio. So I can tell what they're saying now.
I guess you're going somewhere with this.
I need a wingman.
No. No, what you need's a fall guy.
You are the fall guy, Rudd. The blue on blue. The loss of face. The protests. The politics. If the DOD can't pin it all on Russia, who you think they're gonna come to next? The LT? Or the pissed off linguist? Last seen on that day on a roof with a fucking drone jammer.
Yeah, I was with you, jackass. Or did you forget?
No, I didn't forget. Drive us to the burn pit. And don't sweat it, I got a plan.
I mean, he's really not wrong. So, like, to save face internationally, the U.S. government will 100% throw the troops, you know, turn on our lights. They will 100%
How the hell did you wind up in the
throw an
army,
individual
Jack?
under the bus.
I'm not gonna say it was a join up or go to jail sort of deal.
But, nah, I'm throwing the bullshit flag on that one, pal. Though that would explain your problem with authority.
I don't have a problem with authority. I just think shit ought to roll uphill sometimes.
I mean, there's a resourceful man like you in every army unit. So, we need guys like you.
Hang a left here.
Now what?
Put us over by them containers.
Working on it. Working on not hitting nobody.
Oh, Jesus, that stench.
Bet you can feel it coating up your lungs already, huh? Well, you got a choice. It's either step out of the cab and we shovel shit, or I run you through the plan, which I may add does not involve sucking in the sweet stuff.
Okay.
You in?
Depends. You gonna get me killed?
Not if you don't do anything stupid, I won't. Look, we're right next to the LDF's restricted zone. I'll distract the guards while you get near the factory. I made a load of notes on your map. Infill, exfill, plus a vantage point.
You jimmy my footlocker to do that?
Yeah.
Fuck you very much.
Yo, you're welcome. Soon as we hop out, beeline for the corner wall. There's a break which leads down into a gully.
What's a gully?
6 languages, and you don't know what a gully is. I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
So come on, let's do this.
Alright. Alright, so it's saving. Alright, so let's take a look here. Oh, they got the, like, little flashlight thing. Okay, so I make my way down here to the vantage point. Unknown squad, unknown squad. That's the radio tower. Grey Wolf HQ. Okay, so we're gonna try to get to there. Afterwards, rendezvous. What is that? Notes. Okay, that's from false negative. Going dark. Looks like we're going home early, or at least that was the idea. Watching AN tonight, I'm not sure we're going anywhere. The national movement control points are completely rammed, and all of our travel permits need replacing. Livonians? They're not exactly forward thinkers. You can't just move an army. Canceling exercise electron because of all that business at the factory. I mean, talk about a knee-jerk reaction. We don't even know what went wrong. Okay. Do I have night vision? I do not. Well, that's okay because the lighting on this map is actually such
How's
that...
it going, Rudd?
Yeah. Remind me why I'm doing this?
Because you didn't want to play in Dookie, or end up in prison. You probably speak Russian, right?
I'm not a sleeper agent.
No, I know. Just don't shoot anyone. The Bluebells may be dicks, but they're fighting for the good guys.
The world really is that black and white for you.
What?
Never mind.
Careful as you go down, and if you got it on, watch out for the flashlight on your Spectrum device. I'm gonna shake things up a little.
Actually, let's get that out. Okay, so they're not, okay, so my Spectrum device does have a, flashlight on it. See lights down there.
Stipe, come in. Jack, talk to me. I'm hearing shots fired. Come in.
Quite the diversion, ain't it?
What the fuck did you just do?
Relax, they're blanks. I chucked them in our crap barrels.
Son of a bitch.
Avoid roads and find a gap in their lines to sneak through. That's bought you a small window of opportunity. Better use it.
Oh shit. I think they spotted me.
Jack, I've been spotted.
I know. There's no contingency plan, Run. Cut and run.
I'm cutting
Hey,
and
you
running.
should be near the vantage point by now. If you're still following the gully, you gotta go uphill and right. There's some rocks and one of them buried pyro containers. Beyond that,
Oh, mission failed. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll revert. I don't even really know where they spotted me from, is the thing. It's kind of this kind of trial and error. I guess we'll crouch and move through. Wonder, is there a patrol up here that spotted me? I guess we'll use the third person. Because whoever spotted me, they caught me out, and I don't even really know where that fire was coming from. So my peripheral vision is not as good as it could be. But yeah, we'll secret squirrel through the woods here.
Stipe, come in. Jack, talk to me. I'm hearing shots fired. Come in.
quite the diversion, ain't it?
What the fuck did you just do?
Relax, they're blanks. I chucked them in our crap barrels.
Son of a bitch.
Avoid roads and find a gap in their lines to sneak through. That's bought you a small window of opportunity. Better use it.
Oh, that's a road. Okay, I thought that down tree right there was somebody.
Hey, you should be near the vantage point by now. If you're still following the gully, you gotta go uphill and right. There's some rocks and one of them buried pyro containers. Beyond that, you'll have a real good view of what's going on below.
I decided not to follow the gully, but stay up on the ridge.
Jack, you ain't gonna believe this. You were right. It's a black site. The LDF are building a dome over the sinkhole.
I fucking knew it.
I've seen a place like this before.
Okay, this is what you're gonna do. The Spectrum device, it auto-records by default. Get any intel you can. We're gonna blow this whole thing open.
Don't take it personally, lad. Basic protocol, they took mine too. No phones or phone calls in or out. If you want to talk, use the radio. Stay on this channel. Switching frequencies, hell. Don't take too kindly to that. Alright, so, main site, I guess you already know about. Second we only just discovered. On the hill, over near the helipad. Bring you up to speed with the locals reaching.
Update. This shit's getting stranger by the second. There's a Scottish guy here, and he mentioned there's a second site. On the hill, where Point Dakota was.
I'm not far off. It's quiet. One truck, not many lights. I reckon half a click from the RV. Just check that fancy map of yours.
You're saying you want me to go, scope it out?
Sure, why not?
Because it's crazy. I'll never get through the factory.
So don't go around or cut through. I don't care. But you gotta get a look in at that other location. The answers we need are there, I know it.
Alright. So, move to the second site. Yeah, I'll have to cut around, I think. If I can cut through down here somewhere, that would be like through here. Doesn't look likely. There's that guy that I was spotting earlier. Drop down into the woods here. So we're probably going to have to give this place a pretty wide berth. Okay. Let's stop that. But yeah, like the ambient lighting at night here on this map is still fairly bright. So alright. We might be able to make it through there. Yeah, I think I can cut that gap. There's patrol out there. I don't really see anybody else. Alright, the patrol's coming back, so I gotta hurry. Oh, I don't like that little music sting there. There was like another little patrol over there.
Hey, alarms are going off.
Nothing to do with me. You sure you didn't get spotted? Okay, wait, I got a view from here. Definitely a lot of movement.
Yeah, something's got them on edge.
Stay on track. If it ain't us, it's more chaos we can use.
Yeah, something's going on. It's like maybe there's something going on with like that root thing. Not detecting anybody on the net. Ah, there is like a nice bright moon out.
Jack, you copy?
I'm here. What you got?
Not a lot. though I'm close to our zone of interest.
Great. Listen, there's gonna be at least a few LDF guys on guard there. You'll need to get creative. The Spectrum device has a signal library, and in that library, there's a signal. A message from a jumped-up Bluebell colonel. If we're lucky, we can deceive the sentries. Send them off fuck knows where. Station names haven't changed since the exercises. Grey Wolf's still in command, and everyone else is using the standard NATO alphabet. That squad out there, we just gotta find out who they are.
And how do we do that?
Should be easy. Bring up the signal library screen.
Hold F.
Okay, I'm there.
Switch to the music you recorded. If you send that signal in the direction of the squad on the company frequency, they'll radio HQ and report interference. That means you'll get to hear their call sign. You can then check the library again, see if there's an address to match their ID. If there is, use it. Same as with the music. Once they respond, select that movement order I told you about and relay it to them. Just don't broadcast shit randomly. If they realize they're the subject of electronic deception, they'll go dark. Same with the entire combat net. It all goes down.
And we want to keep them talking.
Exactly. But, keep in mind, to hear both speakers in a conversation, you may have to redirect the device, unless they're more or less aligned. You can only detect what you're pointing at.
There anything else I need to know?
Yeah, and it's important. When impersonating a station, be careful about your background trajectory. You really don't want anyone receiving sent messages. It'll give the game away. Just transmit the music, listen for a response, pose as Grey Wolf, contact them specifically, and issue our fake command.
Fine, got it. What if I hit a rut?
Then you can figure out how to make your own distraction.
Okay. Certain factions have to switch. Have had to use your Spectrum device with military intent to deceive them. This works with patrolling squads in HQ. If you want to impersonate HQ, make sure a target squad is not placed between yourself and HQ. They will both receive signals and become alerts. Do I have to play this for the whole time, or?
Delta, odbiór.
Grey Wolf Delta here, over.
Atmosferyczne. Postępuj zgodnie z
If you're loud and clear, map atmospheric. Follow protocol and check your antenna, over. Okay. Okay, where do I want them to go? I want them to move west. Move east. Oh, HQ to Delta.
Delta tu szary wilk. Wilk. Mówi Delta. Odbiór. Kierunek wschód. Szukaj śladów aktywności wroga. Odbiór.
Okay, there they go. Alright, I got it.
Bez odbioru.
It's me. I can't believe it. They bought it.
Oh, ye of little faith. Once they're gone, get a look at.
So they moved out pretty quick. Wonder who these enemies that they think they're hunting are.
Hey, so, you near it yet? What's there? Rudd, come on, answers.
Sorry, no answers. Only questions.
What? Knock it off with that mystic shit. Is it another one of those things?
Yeah. They dug it up. Looks like they were doing tests on it, or some kind of fumigation.
Can you cut a piece of it off and take it with you?
You can fuck right off if you think I'm gonna touch it.
Okay. Can you lift a laptop or something?
Too risky. Once they see stuff missing, they'll be on us. Shit, wait. I got a USB stick on a keychain.
Yeah, awesome. Access something. Copy-paste desktop folders and get them on it.
Oh no.
There's a helo.
I know!
Bug out, I ain't kidding.
Just another 2 seconds.
You said you'd only get yourself killed if you did something stupid, Rudd. This is it.
Got it.
I don't like whatever that is. What the fuck?
Holy shit! Respond. What happened? Do you read me?
Jack,
Please tell me you didn't just take down that helicopter.
I didn't take down the fucking helicopter. Did you see what happened?
No! Negative. Power surge. All the lights are out. Everywhere. Make like hell. North. Head north. To the tree line. There's a ranger's cabin in the forest.
You think it's a Russian offensive?
Gotta be. Atmospheric EMP.
Okay, that
That or
thing's
they just went nuclear
down.
on us.
Our
Oh,
radios?
that's a good
They're built
that's a good
for it.
check.
Keep moving. I'm gonna pop a flare.
No, wait, you idiot. The LDF. You're gonna give away my position.
I don't see a flare. Okay, there it is. I see it. But a really nice, touch here is that this close combat optic is not EMP hardened or protected in any way. So when that pulse went out, it's gone, and then this thing's gone. The light net works for some reason. That shouldn't work either, but this is kind of why the military still requires iron sights on the rifles, because you see it with the new M5 and M250s that they're going to have canted iron sights on them, and they're not really built into the rifle the way they are with older service rifles. That's because the military still requires iron sights, because in this kind of environment, the iron sights still work. Good old analog. So that's why a lot of people still run backup irons, even though technically you can save a little bit of weight, and every little bit of weight shaved off of a load is it's good stuff. So, because the military is trying to future-proof itself from a war like this, of course you fuck it up and light a cabin on fire in the middle of the woods. So everybody's going to be able to see this. What?
Oh, oh! So we're torching the place now. Oh, that's a great idea, Jack. Start a fire. Let's kick back, roast some fucking marshmallows.
It ain't my fault.
Maybe we can help it spread, huh? Burn the whole goddamn world, yeah?
Hey, it ain't my fault. Flare came down on the roof.
Not your fault. Not your fault. How's this anything but your fault? Oh, if the price of stupid goes up $5 a barrel, I'm drilling a hole in your head first, pal.
Hey, asshole. Don't go shooting off fancy fighting words if you ain't got the brass neck to back them up.
What the
Mother of God.
fuck? Okay. Even the truck's flying. Okay, so there's aliens now. I guess we're gonna slay the A's. Beam us up. Okay, well, what was that? I will see you guys next time. Sarkuris.